componisten aan tafel zit. Andrzej Kwiecinski. Am I saying it correct?
Yes.
Polish is just as difficult for us Dutch as Dutch probably is for you.
No, I think it's more difficult for you because it's the only nation in the world that puts so many consonants together.
That is true. Yes, that is true.
Whenever a Dutch person tries to pronounce my name, which is Andrzej, which is Andrzej, it comes Andrzej. So even Martijn Padding, whom I absolutely adore and love, and who was my teacher for 6 years, sometimes put the Z at the end of my name.
So it's Andrzej.
Yeah.
Something
actually,
like that.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. But you live in The Hague, you live in Holland, right?
Yes.
You've been studying with Martijn Padding?
With Martijn, with Yanis Kyriakides. But I started with Richard Ayers and Diederik Hachma-Wagenaar.
What made you decide to come to Holland to study in The Hague?
Hannah Kulente.
So it was just one of the teachers?
Yes, she's a friend of mine. She helped me. She gave me lots of lessons. And when I was a teenager, I thought maybe it's a good idea to study in Italy. Because I love the language, it's beautiful there. For some reason I thought it's a good idea. Of course, all my Italian friends are telling me that would be the worst idea ever. Because first of all, I would have to learn really good Italian, and then this education system is there quite rough. Because first 6 years of your composition education, you don't write any of your music.
You don't?
You do not.
It's just studying.
You study counterpoint and harmony and stuff like that, which is very good because then you get people like Giuliano Bracci, who is amazing craftsman. So
it's craftsmanship, right?
Yes,
it's promoted.
Which for me is extremely important. Craftsmanship is a very important thing in composition.
Is that something you can hear in your compositions as well? The craftsmanship?
Yes, I think so. I hope so. I think so. I don't know if I think so, but I hope so.
And what defines craftsmanship? When is something created like, it should be done as a craft?
Well, first of all, it has to sound well. And it has to sound well not because it's an accident, but it's done on purpose in a certain way. So you have to be in control of all the parameters of composition. Yeah, I don't know how to elaborate on that.
Is sounding well, does that mean it has to sound nice and beautiful? Or is that something different altogether?
It is, but it's not. Well, sounding well, it's like I had many conversations with Martijn about that, but one of the very interesting things he always talks about is choosing the right pitch, for example. It's very interesting thing actually, because many composers don't think about what is the right pitch.
Which is part of craftsmanship, choosing the right pitch.
Yeah, also the right pitch, but also the matter of how you operate the harmony, how you create the form, which is another extremely important parameter for me. The form itself, and it fascinates me, and it takes lots of my time and my working time.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I think on the YouTube movie you made for the Gaudeamus Muziekweek, if I remember correctly, you said, I did not think much about the pitch before I wrote the piece. Absolutely
not, but that piece is actually very different from what I do now.
Okay.
Because it was just a different way. The first time I actually worked with microtones, and it was a time when I was totally fascinated by two composers, which is Gérard Grisey and Hanna Kulente. So it's a very strange combination. But yeah, it's just with this piece, it's really amazing because I did not pre-compose or pre-thought anything. It just the piece happened by itself.
Is that losing control?
No, because actually it's a good question. Is it losing control? No, but leaving the control to something else, to your intuition in that case.
Yeah, that is right. Yes. Yeah, it can be a matter of craftsmanship as well to be able to let go as far as possible.
Of course, yeah, but you need to be, you need to have the craft in your hands to operate with all the parameters well, construct something good. Yeah,
I think Martijn said in an interview that he was surprised to find your name among the nominees because, of course, the members of the jury had as a task to pick out the pieces they thought were the best, without knowing the names of the composers.
Yes.
So Martijn was surprised by finding out that it was you, who had been his student for so long, who had written this piece. So that goes as a proof of the difference between this piece and your other music.
Yes, definitely.
Wouldn't it have been better to send in a piece which is more representative for the rest of your work, or did you? Well,
I'm absolutely not saying that it's not representative for my music. It's just different. Okay. And I actually think it's probably my best composition yet. So even though, like I said, I don't work like that anymore. I think it's a great piece. What I have done, I'm very, very proud of it. I'm very, very happy with it. It also represents, because it's the thing with composing. I just always try to recreate the environment that I was in during the time of writing this piece, because it was absolutely the best time of my life. And the smoothest, the easiest writing I ever was able to do.
Yeah. Why was it the best time of your life? Is it personal circumstances or?
No, I mean I had so much fun writing this piece. Because I just totally let go of everything, and I just had only the initial idea of the piece. So I had the first chord. And then I just draw 30 pages of 4 bars, and I just listened to the blank pages. I just went through the blank pages, listened to the music I had in my head, notated graphically moreover what I wanted to do, and then I was working through it day by day, working from 8 till 4 in the afternoon.
So it was a matter of listening to what already had happened in your head?
Yes,
and then trying to write it down?
Yes.
Translating
it's some sort of a dictation, you can say.
That is. And where did it come from before it was in your head?
Like I said, Gérard Grisey and Hanna Kulente.
So it was the inspiration?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, it's interesting. It's a piece for string orchestra, right? But originally it was a string quartet.
Quintet, yeah. It's a string quartet with a double bass.
And what did you change in order to make it suitable for a string orchestra?
Well, technically I wouldn't have to change much, but I wanted to correct some things that I wasn't so happy. So I changed the harmony in many places, and I added lots of nice details that I think it improved the piece much more.
Yeah. Your piece, which is called Umbre, is to be performed tonight at the Night of the Unexpected, which of course is an unconventional sort of setting for most classical or most composed music.
Yes, the venue itself is interesting.
Yes, yes. Well, so what do you expect will happen? Is this the ideal circumstances as far as you're concerned, or would you rather have it in a venue with red soft chairs and silent audience?
It's absolutely not about it. It's not about the red soft chairs. It's about good acoustic, which is the most important for me. Mm-hmm. And that piece was in a version for the string quintet, was performed many times. Mm-hmm. Also in some clubs. So I'm fine with this kind of stuff.
There's no connection between, at least not between this piece and the circumstances where it is played, as long as the acoustics are okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And also, actually, I like, as a member of an audience myself, I like to have this a bit more freedom. I don't like this strictness, especially in the Polish concert halls. Mm-hmm. It's terrible because you are not allowed to bring many things to the concert hall itself. You are forced to leave your bags and stuff. And in Holland, in Concertgebouw, where you just can basically walk in your coat and then take a seat. It's so nice and relaxed. Yeah. But I also like, just having your cup of tea with you or so. Glass of beer. I don't mind that.
No. Yeah, well, I think there has been a strong connection between specific social regulations or social forms and specific sorts of music.
Yes.
And I think it's gradually fading.
Yeah.
Sort of. Which is good because, of course, a lot of people who would never have come to the Concertgebouw will now be able to listen to composed music or avant-garde music or different music in any case, which is good.
Well, I don't think you can. Still, you are not allowed to take your drinks into the Concertgebouw hall, which is understandable. It's a historic place. Yes. It still would be nice.
It was in the beginning. Concertgebouw is nearly 125 years old now.
Exactly. Yeah.
When they started, more than a century ago, it was absolutely normal to bring in your coffee and tea and smoke a cigar, sit on a table. And even have a chat during the concert.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's too much for me. I think if you want to listen to music, and this is what one of my dearest teachers always told me, that if you want to really actively listen to the music, you really have to be silent. You really have to give yourself to what you are listening to.
Yes.
You have to listen to it actively. You cannot be just dependent on like, just I'll hang out and enjoy. Yeah. You have to use your brain.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between music just as a sort of an acoustic environment or amusement function,
exactly.
And music as an art form.
Yeah.
That's right.
So my music is not definitely like a sculpture that you can listen in the background. It's more something you should listen actively.
Yeah. Okay. Andrzej, thank you very, very much for your your information and for talking to us. We're really looking forward to tonight.
I'm looking forward to it too.
We're looking to have your Umbre recorded on YouTube, so we can have a look at it right now. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. And lots of success, of course.
Thank you very much.